Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a fun one, I'm telling you. So, I decided to start doing a crochet business. That's what this is all about in front of me, pretty much. I've got an order for a customer, found him through Facebook. I wasn't expecting the order, he just messaged me in the morning and asked me, he got a picture off my page, and said to me, can I have this, but ×5 everything? It's like a £50 order, and for someone who's just starting out, that's bloody amazing. I'm pretty much nearly done. We've just got to stuff these bad boys. I've got to add the key charms onto these, so the little long bit and the clasp. I've just got the purple set to make, so I've got this wool here. It's a bit different because the other one I was using has gone out of stock. It happens, you know? Or right when you need it to happen as well. Like right when I've got a big order and I'm relying on it. Can I have a quick drink? I've got a lot of work to do. I've been thinking I haven't posted on YouTube for a little while. I really need to go back to doing that because I've been focusing. I've just started an Instagram. I've started a Facebook page because social media it's going really well actually. To be fair, where it's just more like a business entity and not me just laughing about on camera. I'm gaining a lot of followers, people I don't know, which is always helpful, isn't it? This bloke, I don't know where he comes from, if he's in my town or not, but this order is going to be going off to London, so it's quite far. I've already sent an order to my friend Sylvia, who lives in Hungary, so it's travelled quite a way, and it did arrive a little beaten, but they put it in a little cellophane bag, which was nice, you know. And it must have rained because the package was wet a little bit. I may have to get those mail bag things that people use, like the little parcel bags, because they're waterproof. That'd be better. That'd be a good move. So yeah, basically what I'm going to do today, I'm going to put the clasps on these, stuff these, and we're going to start making our purple versions. I've made little pumpkins that aren't cute. Little pumpkin, little black pumpkin, and I've got some little orange pumpkins as well. So yeah. And I've just got to make purple ones. I do also intend perhaps to make some teal ones because I love the colour teal. I just love it. It's such a rich colour. Okay, without any further ado, I did just record a bit. And it's disappeared into the atmosphere somewhere. I don't know where it's gone. I had just done a video clip of stuffing 2 of my orange hearts. I will continue to stuff them. And let's hope this clip saves because I might cry. I'm not going to lie. I might actually cry. I will speed this bit up just because, I have a heart tutorial if you're interested in learning how to make the love hearts and the whole process around that. So I will link that at the end of this video pretty much. If you are interested, I did upload a short version, which is shorter, but it's less waffle from me, and it just gets straight into the tutorial, because I think whenever I'm looking online for a tutorial, I just want to learn how to make the thing, All done. I'm going to do the rest off camera. Okay, we are officially back. I have finished stuffing and sewing up the little ends in my love hearts. I will probably continue to work off of camera. These are what I've done so far today. I won't be able to pick up all 5. My hands just won't allow it. So this is kind of what they all look like pretty much. And I'm going to do the same bit in purple now. I will have to film maybe some more tomorrow. And we'll continue tomorrow because my baby's going to be up in a very, very short while. And yeah, just going to be making some love hearts in this purple. Like I said, I have a love heart tutorial, so if you want to check that out, please do. If you fancy hitting my subscribe button as well, that will also help me out a lot as well. So I would like to get above 16. I'm grateful for my 16, but obviously onwards and upwards, we always want to climb that ladder, don't we? So yeah, if you fancy it and if you can hit a like, that'd be even better. But yeah, no, I'll see you tomorrow. Hey everyone, it's not quite tomorrow. I took another day, but I did get 5 love hearts done. Like, I just finished stuffing the last one this morning. So yeah, look at that. We got 5 purple love hearts. Like, you know, anyone who can get like, you know, all 5 in their hands, you've got skills. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, all right. You get them all in one hand, you just, you know, you're not human, in my opinion. But yeah, we've done all 5. They're all stuffed. They just need their key charms attaching, the same as the orange and the black. So we get in there, put those down there. I have also this morning, in between looking after Noah and motherly duties and all that stuff, you know, I've made like my first little pumpkin strip. So we've got one of those done this morning, so that's good. I'm going to start another one, so I might as well just crack on with that, mightn't I? I am making my pumpkins using a 4mm crochet hook. I'm chaining, for this yarn, I'm chaining 16. So, start with my slip knot. Easily done. Leave a bit of yarn so you've got something from the other end as well. That bit isn't important. Like, eventually that'll just get sewn inside of the pumpkin. But yeah, now chain 16. Like, it depends on the thickness of the yarn. So for my black pumpkins, I cast, chained, not cast, we're not knitting. I chained 14 because the yarn was slightly thicker. So yeah, see how many I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's 14. So, but like I said, it's not long enough, so I'm going to chain 16. That doesn't make a massive difference, but in terms of, like, you know, you want everything to turn out the same size, it makes a huge difference. So yeah, you start off with that, which is like my long chain, which should look a bit like a plait when you do. So yeah, and to do these pumpkins, to get that like effect there, like the ribbed effect, then I chain into the back V loop only, and I'm doing a half double crochet with this, so it's creating that kind of like cuff effect, is what I'd say. Like, you know when you get a jumper and they have like that little bit at the bottom of the jumper or around the cuff of the sleeve? That's what it reminds me of. And I was like, that's how they do it. Like, the things we learn. So yeah, I'm just going to crack on now.
Please try that again.
Alexa needs to shush. I will try and show you close up if I can. There's my needle. Not my needle, my hook. There's my hook. You wrap the yarn around the back, grab it, poke through the top V, grab the yarn on the other side, pull it through, then grab your yarn, go over the V's, don't worry about those, and then pull it through again. You pull it through all 3 to make your half double crochet. And you end up with half double crochets. And you keep doing that all the way along. In between, like, doing your half double crochets, when you finish a row, so now I've come to the end of my row, when you do half double crochet, chain 2 when you get to the end of a row. So you just pull the yarn through your existing loop on the end, like do that twice, and then it just creates a straight edge. So you're not going to end up with like wafty, like you're not going to end up with a triangle or something like that then, where it's progressively getting like uneven on the sides then. So you do the chain 2 and that should correct it, so you'll have like a nice thin strip of, you'll have like a rectangle then, so it'll be nice and it'll be flat and it'll be even on your sides. Okay, we're about halfway through, as you can see. The nice little ribbed effect is happening. When it comes to counting these, like, I usually go up to about 8. So when I've got 8 lines that I can visibly count, one side will have 9 because so you've got 8 on both sides. You do end up having to do a 9th or start a 9th. But I won't worry about that. Then you know you've got enough. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. I'm currently on row. Got 5 on this side, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm on the 6th one this side. So it'll always be like 1 more then, just to be like, you know, extra secure that you've got 8. we're back again. This is day 3. It's been an interesting day. I woke up to another order this morning. I don't know what it is. Whenever I get an order through, I'm like stunned. Like, I know I started a business and all that, and it isn't 100% unexpected. But you know, when you're just like, I wasn't expecting it to take off quite this quickly. You know, when you're just like, I've just really started posting on social media. I've just started doing more YouTube videos, really. And yeah, I've had this big order sat in front of me. I'm nearly coming to the end of that. So you know, when you come to the end of a project, it's like there's a little relief. And I was like, okay, I can go back to making my market bag now and continue with that. No. no such luck. But it's a mixture of, I am so excited, but I'm also feeling a bit like, you know, stunned. Got 2 orders. I had 3 in total, if you count with Sylvia's order. And yeah, no, I'm surprised how well it's popping off. And like I said, people seem really eager to pay me, but I've said to them, I don't want to accept payment until I've made the thing for you. And most of these people aren't close to me at all, really. I've got this new lady that's in Manchester. I don't know where the gentleman comes from. I've assumed he's in the UK, but he did convert his PayPal from dollars to pounds, so I'm going to assume he's maybe in America. So he's made the order in America, but the order is staying in the UK. So I don't mind doing that. Like, so if you're in like another country and you someone you know in this country, I don't mind doing orders for you guys. But predominantly for now, I want to stay in the UK because I literally have only just started. Any money I'm making, I'm just keeping by because I know I'm going to have to pay tax at the end of the year. If I make over £1,000, then I'll have to pay tax then. But we'll see what happens as far as the year goes. I've got to take details of my expenses. I've got to take details of my income, which is a bit easy, especially if it's through PayPal. It's much, much easier because then it's just there and I can view it. Anyway, moving on. I made my pumpkins last night. I have just done the flat pieces, so we can put those together today. That's part of the plan. I've also got my love hearts. I need to add the clasps to them. So I've got my purple ones, got my orange ones, and I've got my black ones. I've also got 2 sets of keyring clasps. I was trying to look for the same ones exactly. And as long as they're gold, I don't mind, like golden colour. These ones aren't as yellowy gold. So I am going to stick to the black love hearts. I'm going to keep these ones for the black love hearts. And then what I've got remaining in here, because I didn't have enough clasps, I had to buy some more. What I've got in here, I'll leave for the purple and the orange ones. So with a bit of luck, it won't be too much of an issue. I have just ordered myself some more stuffing because I've got this lady that's just placed an order for 10 pumpkins. So she wants basically 10 of them. And yeah, I need some more stuffing. I've got a stuffing over here. But you know, it's not going to last long, you know? And I don't want to take the chance. I'm sure there's more than enough here to do 10 pumpkins. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's not the usual stuffing I would buy. Like I said, I would like to buy more like natural fibres. I don't know what that's made of. I have tried to look on the packets, but it's giving me like the suffocation risk on the back and that's it. There's no like details of what it's actually made of. I'm like, that's annoying because I like to know what I'm using, you know? So I've got a little bit of my natural wool left in here, but that's not enough to do 10 pumpkins with. So I'm just going to have to use that one. And I hope for the best pretty much, guys. Like, it's life, isn't it? But yeah, I made my stalks this morning while I had a catch up with my mum. She came round for a little bit. I'm going to start by doing my pumpkins. We'll get them sorted. So this long tail. So I'm going to, basically what I'm going to do, this long tail is what I'm going to be sewing with. You just fold it together like that, sew up the side here. Then when you get to the other end, you weave in and out to make like a drawstring effect, pull it closed, turn it inside out, and then basically do the same the other end. So you snip your yarn off and then you just do the same the other end. You'll see what I'm going to do. And then when you get up to the point where it looks like a little ball, we then like put our yarn needle through the centre, which I may have to go and get my bigger yarn needles because I've left them upstairs like an absolute pillock. So I'm going to have to go and get those in a minute. So I've got my yarn in my needle there. What we're going to do, there is a little bit of string here. Just ignore that, that doesn't exist. And then you just like, yeah, you do like a whip stitch. Try to stay as close to the edge as you can when sewing. It will just like make it look a lot neater. And you just want to go through the entirety of this all the way down. Honestly, yarn, it can be the best of things. It can also be the worst of things. And I don't know why, but it does get tangled up quite easy. Not gonna lie. They were fine last night when I put them down here. There we go. We saved it. It's all good. I was like, no, not now. I can be quite loud. I've got to learn to shut up though, because I've got a baby upstairs that's trying to sleep. And you know, I'm just a foghorn this end. now that we have, sewn our side up, it should look like a little tube, and, you can see through each end of the tube. And then once you get to the top up here, you just start weaving in and out at the top. So you go in like that. Don't know if you can see that. A little bit of fabric. And then go in again, and then come out again. So you should do that all the way around, and it will create a drawstring effect, if that makes sense. So the string will go through, and then when you finish, you'll be able to put it together, and it'll together. So I'm going to do that all the way around, working as close to the top of your pumpkin as you can, because if you work too low down, it'll just all bunch up like a little potato bag at the top. You'll have ruffles, and you don't really want ruffles, not really. So we're going to go all the way around. That seam is quite, it's not noticeable, but that's why you turn it inside out, so it's less noticeable. So when you turn it inside out, that seam is quite helpful at keeping, so you know where you started then. So when you start weaving, that right there is a good, eyesore then, I guess. And then you pull it shut, and then it does like this, drawstring effect, it's all shut. And then just to extra secure it at the top, just weave it through a couple times. I always do it 3 times, because I want to make sure this little rubber don't come loose. So do that. Yeah, I'm just showing you how I'm making them. I could do a tutorial if you're interested. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see me make these, start to finish, basically, not just in little bits. So yeah, that's all done. It's all weaved in. And this is the point where you snip this bit off, and then you just ignore that. It'll go in the inside in a minute. So then you pull it inside out. So then it's like that. And then it's a little bit like a really small, flimsy pen holder, doesn't it? And that's when you can then do the other end. So I put a knot in the end, so the knot doesn't, the string doesn't go all the way through. I don't want to lose my string if I can help it. Do that a few times. Just do a few knots, because where it's crochet, it's got some holes in it then, I guess, and a knot will go through it. That should be enough. That should be a big enough knot, I'd like to think. And yeah, you stuff it. Might want to do that. I'm hoping I've got enough stuffing in here. That's the job I've got there. And that's an empty bag. So I'm going to try and stuff this in here. It would be nice if I can, this is why I need to buy some more, because I think I might have a bit too much, actually. Take a bit that way. One of my pumpkins might be a little bit of a mix then. So it might be some of this and some of the other stuff that I've got over there. So yeah. Obviously you want to stuff it quite a lot, because that's how it makes it look like it's a pumpkin. The fatter pumpkin you want, really. Fatter the better. We need to put a little bit more in there, I think. Oh, there's going to be a pitiful amount left in that bag, I'm telling you. I might be able to stuff it in here. We'll see. I don't want to stuff it too much, if that makes sense. Then this little string can just live in here as well with the stuffing. So that's all together. I think we're ready to sew it at the top now. And again, the same as you did a little while ago. Just go in and out. So this is when this end is a bit easier, because you'll have the tail from your yarn to use as a pinpoint then. And the same, just suck it shut, stuff anything that wants to come out back in, because it will, just to be a little pest. And then again, just weave in at the top, so it's secured shut and it's not going to open up again. Don't know whether it's just because I've been crocheting a lot and my hands, I've got a hand problem anyway. You might be able to tell that I can't open my hands properly. But I have a hand problem, but my hands have been aching quite a lot this week, so I think maybe I have overdone it a little bit. But like I said, I want to do this. This is something I want to do. I've always fantasised about having a business, but I've never had danglies then to do it. Right, when we get to this bit, it will look like a ball. This is when we're going to swap our needles though, because I bought extra long needles for this reason, because this is a difficult bit. I would advise you get some long needles that are just a bit longer, so like that, because you're going to be going through the middle of your pumpkin, and it's just so much easier if you've got a longer needle. If you're like me, I don't have a lot of hand strength as it is, so I kind of rely on equipment helping me rather than hindering me then. So, okay, now we've secured that shut. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight down the centre, and this is what makes your pumpkin actually look more like a pumpkin and not a little ball. So I'm going to compress it a little bit. So you go through the middle, and then out the bottom, like that. You go do this about 2, 3, 4 times, however many times you like, really. And it's just going to help pull it all down and compress it. I never think twice is enough, so I always like to go through 3 or 4 times. So, oh. Oh yeah, the noises help, by the way. Okay, we're going to do one last time, a 4th time, just to make sure it's going to stay compressed, because I don't want to just spring and just lose all meaning in life like me. You see it's all squashed now. So, yeah, now is at the point we can snip it off. Snip it as close as you can, because you don't want it to string really. I've got loads of yarn left over. I do this every time, literally. I always end up with loads, but I can always use it for my love hearts. So I can use my chain. I'm going to make that my chain for my for these. So I'm going to snip that other little bit off. And then, yeah, I'm going to show you how to attach the stalk in a minute. Okay, I did do one earlier, because filming issues again. So I finished it off and then started doing another one. So now we've got our 2 pumpkins. I'm going to show you how I attach my little stalks then, the little green things on top. Which these only take a few minutes to make, not even that, a minute. So when you make them, literally you do a chain, and then you just go back down that chain, and then secure it off with like a little knot thing at the end. So then you have like just a little tiny pointy bit, but naturally they like to curl over. So it's good, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to get my crochet hook, and I'm going to show you. I've got to decide what end I want my pumpkin. That I want that to be the top. There you go. We'll have little woolly fibres over it, which is a bit of a pain, but you know, it's not grass for you, it's a bit messy in it. Do I want that to be my top? Yeah, alright, we'll make this one my top. Okay, I'm being a bit decisive, sorry. But yeah, I just put my yarn, not my yarn needle, God help me. My crochet hook, I just find a bit of pumpkin, and I put it through my pumpkin. Then I'm going to get my green bit, pull it through, so then it's there, in the side. Now, I've tried to get this in the centre, because it will look weird if you've got a stalk off at an angle, and then go the other side, do the exact same, poke your hook through, grab your yarn. Which I like to say is easy. It is a bit fiddly, especially if you're new to crochet. I'm also new to crochet, so that's why I find it fiddly. I think that might be a bit too far away. I'm going to take that out again. Try to keep it as close to the centre as you can, because obviously you don't want a bit of green string to be on show. It's just not meant to be there. Right, just got a concentration face on. That's it. Right, I've left a little string behind. Of course, it won't go smooth for me when I'm on camera, will it? No. Yarn is one of them things that just likes to annoy you, is what I'll go with. It does like to annoy you, either by tangling up, just not behaving quite right. If it gets too difficult, you can always try and pull it through by hand. There we go. She's on the move. Thread your needle through. So these little green ends that you got, you want to make sure they're quite long, both of them. And then you just kind of like weave it in. Try to stay again in the centre as much as you can. And then the same, just go, keep going through it, make sure it's as secure as possible. Okay, I've taken that through 3 times. I think that's plenty. And then like I said, at the end of that, you just snip it off that side when you're done. If you do have a little bit of green yarn poking out, just get your crochet hook and give it a little poke back in. Okay, going to do the same with the other one now. Okay, that'll do. Just pull that through. Again, snip it the other side. So yeah, then you have your little stalk. Voila, complete. I have 1 purple pumpkin now. I will do the rest of them off camera just because my laptop just doesn't have like a whole lot of memory. I will one day invest in better camera, better computer, but for now, I'm just got to stick with what I've got. So I hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you can give me a little thumbs up, that'd be great. It'd really help my channel out. And if you can subscribe, even bloody better. Okay, we have our 5 pumpkins. I have got to sew the bits in at the top, but I am honestly worried that Noah's going to wake up any minute now. And like I said, I have a 2-hour window where I get to film, make, do this. So I'm a little bit like, whoa. I will take a nice photo of it later on my table probably, because it's one of the nicest areas of my house. I won't show you how to do these like key charm, like how to put the clasps on, because I have my Love Heart tutorial on here. So if you want to go and see how that is done, it'll be towards the end of the video. But yeah, I've got a tutorial on here that shows you how to do everything from start to finish. So making the humps, making the heart, stuffing it, all of it, attaching the clasp. So I don't feel like I need to do that really on this video because I've already done it. If that makes sense. I will see you guys soon. Hopefully, I'm going to calm down a bit because I've got a lot going on. Social media, starting a business. It is quite overwhelming. But I will try my best to keep doing YouTube and keep going and keep giving myself juice because that helps. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely day.